Here I am at one of my students' locations today. We've got a drink machine which we're covering up the Pepsi sign, and we are also going to be getting a card reader attached. So this is just some sticky back plastic, all black, to make sure it looks really nice, and then we're going to move on to the card reader.
So I'm going to show you guys how to set up the contactless card reader. A Nayax unit. It doesn't have to be Nayax, but today I'm using a Nayax system, and we're going to connect it up to this Dixie Narco 55 drinks machine. Don't worry about the outside, I'll show you it at the end. It will look nice and clean. This here is the section that is specifically cut out by Dixie Narco when they made the machine for the card reader to slot right into. So if we have a look on the inside, you'll notice it has these little bolts here, which is why I have this monkey wrench here, which I can open and close. So we're gonna literally attach it there, and we're gonna take these off one by one. So now that these bolts are off, what you're left with is this metal plate, which is literally just covering this hole, this space. And then this bracket, which comes with the card reader, sits on the back on these little 4 screws like that, and this is what keeps your card reader in place. We would use these 4 holes to screw the card unit in this way, and you'll see what it looks like when it's done. So what we want to do is we want to get our wires through this gap here. So this might be a bit tricky whilst I'm holding the phone with the camera. Let's see if I can do both at the same time. Here we go. Put that through there. Can I do that? Let's see. Let's take this off for now. Just fit that through. Just like that. So if you notice, that unit will sit right in place right there. And then let's put the bracket back to hold it in place. So now that the bracket is back in place, we're going to use these screws here to secure the card reader to the bracket itself. So now that that's completely secured to the bracket, as you can see, what we need to now do is use these bolts to secure the bracket to the actual machine, all in all 4 corners. So once the card reader is secure with the bracket, nice and secure and in place, it's not going to move anywhere, it's nice and solid. Then you have the antenna, which is connected up to it. It has its own SIM card on the inside, as you can see there, and the antenna, which is going to give it its own signal. So you want to stick that on the inside somewhere. So we're going to stick it up there on the inside, nice and safe, just like that. And then what we are going to do is connect up this wire, and this is called an MDB connection, the 6-pin, the male and the female. We're going to connect one side of it to this here, which is called the coin neck, and the other side to the motherboard, to the actual unit up there. And that's what allows it to accept card payments. Now that's all connected up, the card reader is ready to go, just like that. Just finished adding the first card reader to the drinks machine, and in the process of covering up the old signs. Gonna finish off the covering up tomorrow and the cleaning up tomorrow. This side, the Pepsi side, is fully covered, as you can see, looking good. So we're gonna get that properly cut up and covered up tomorrow. give it a nice clean to get rid of all the dust. Card reader good to go. Cut that out properly tomorrow so it looks nice and symmetrical. And then cover up Tyson Fury as well. And then we are good to go.